What's up everyone and welcome back to Pokemon Platinum. Today we're here in Eterna City. Well, we finally got here and apparently we have Ars being here. Came to see the Pokemon statue, right? I'll take you there. Alright, shorty, I can take you there. Apparently there's some super duper awesome Pokemon statue here, and there's our good old buddy Cyrus. So this is Eterna's Pokemon statue. Shaping our world are time and space in an intertwining spiral. Revered in Sinnoh are the Pokemon of time and space. Sinnoh's myth, its truth needs investigation. Please shut up, dog. Oh my gosh, there's this dog barking in the background, and he is so annoying, and I'm like 100% sure that you can hear him, because every little noise that is made in the background is heard in these videos, and it sucks. Wish I had a microphone that would close those, or make those sounds go away, but unfortunately I don't. So anyway, go check out the Pokemon statue. See you around, you stupid dog. Oh my gosh. I feel like Courage the Cowardly Dog now. I was just thinking, oh my gosh, yeah, I have this back on fast, or on normal. I was thinking, it's going a little bit too slow for the way it was going before, so there we go. Let's turn that back to fast. And basically, there's the Pokemon statue. Now, this Pokemon, if you've played Diamond or Pearl, you might actually know which one it is. I honestly always forget them, but it's Dialga or Palkia, one of the time and space Pokemon. I'm pretty sure it's Dialga, that's the pink one. And here we have an herb shop where they sell nice herbs that are actually a little bit less expensive than like items like hyper potions and stuff like that, but I've honestly never used them. I don't know why. I feel like they're kinda, I don't know, they're not useless, but I've never ever used one of them. I don't know why. Maybe I just don't like using herbs. I know that they lower the happiness on your Pokemon, that's one thing I know, but I have no idea. So let's just check out a couple of these houses, because I honestly don't even remember which ones of them have anything interesting in them, but I'm pretty sure most of them don't do anything at all that is interesting. So these people just talk about the statue, this guy, okay, there's absolutely nothing interesting. Or maybe, well actually yeah, creation of Dialga, so it is Dialga, the giver of time. In laughter there's tears, and likewise the same time flows the blessing of Dialga. Yep. Apparently there's big chunks missing out of the bottom of the statue, and that's basically what it says. So a little bit of lore for those of you that actually care about it. I kind of don't, because, I mean, you eventually get to know what everyone does and stuff, or what all the legendary Pokemon do, so oh, that device you have. It's a Pokedex. Wow, it brings back some memories. Pardon me, but what's your name? Hello. My name is Cynthia. I'm a trainer just like you. I've been studying Pokemon mythology lately just out of curiosity. And here in Eterna City, there's a statue of an ancient Pokemon. And of course, we've already seen it. So obviously, she's going to come and talk to us about the thing that we just checked out. But she's going to give us HM01, which is cut. And I'm pretty sure she's going to say that. Yep. Cut will allow us to cut the trees that are actually right in front of us, so I guess it makes sense that she would give it to you right here, because this is the type of tree that you can cut with cut. However, we can't do it until we have the next gym badge, so that is what we're going to be doing today's episode. But before that, there's actually a little bit of a side quest in here. This is the excavation guy's house. He's the underground man. I forgot his name, but he's going to give us the Explorer Kit. Now, basically, you have to go underground and do some things underground. I honestly don't know how the underground works, but they give you missions, and eventually you can find stuff like fossils and other things, and I'm not sure if it's required actually, but pretty sure it's not. But pretty much you have to go underground for your first case, and it's kind of a mini-game, like a Wi-Fi mini-game kind of thing that they added in this game, and a lot of people didn't really do it, but it's an easy way to like get yourself fossils, like this guy's telling you. It's pretty good way to get some fossils, and I didn't even mean to talk to you again. I just kind of want to read up what's going on. Yep, DS Wireless Communications. So, I don't even know if I should show off the Explorer Kit. Maybe I will at some point, because I don't think it's actually required, but so maybe I'll do some other time the underground. But basically, what you do is you go underground, you can find fossils and things to decorate your secret base, kind of like the secret base in the Hoenn region in Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. So I don't know. Let me even check if there's anything interesting in the condominiums. I can't even say that. Oh yeah, the name rater's in here. I just read the sign, but basically right here, this guy is the official name rater. So he rates the nicknames of Pokemon. If you want to change one, you can have him do it. I am quite satisfied with Cool Whip, Pacific, and Smash, so I'm going to leave him alone for now. And that is basically all of the interesting buildings here in Eterna. The last one, I guess, is this here, which is the bike shop. Now, I don't think... Yeah, the bike manager is actually in the Team Galactic building, so we can't do anything about that right now. As you could have told, we need Cut to get in there, so really nothing interesting to do there yet. This building will actually come into play a lot later on in the game, in the post-game to be exact. And down here is actually the cycling road, so we can't really do anything there yet. Anyway, this is Gardenia. I'm this town's gym leader. My last challenger was this awfully speedy young guy. Gee, once again, sounds like someone we know, doesn't it? Actually, his name was Ars. Oh, okay. He said that another challenger's on the way, so that made me antsy. At my gym, no one gets to battle with the gym leader, me, until the end. The challenger has to beat all of the other gym trainers first. I'll be waiting for you in the back. Don't disappoint me. So basically, you don't actually have to do anything to get in the gym. You just kind of go talk to her, and she lets you go in the gym. So we're actually going to be doing this today because there's actually nothing else we can do. There's a little bit of training we can do to the right and a few no Pokemon, but if you actually play Diamond and Pearl and didn't play Platinum, you may right off the bat notice a huge difference here in the gym. But this guy's just telling us how they use grass types, and they're at a huge disadvantage against the flying and fire types. Also at a disadvantage, you can use like an ice type against it, and poison type I believe is also super effective against grass, but I wouldn't really recommend poison type because Gardenia actually has some poison types of her own. So the trainers here, you actually apparently have to talk to them in order to battle them, which I didn't even know. I thought they would just battle you, but I guess not. Main reason why I actually got Cool Whip is for this gym because Pacific kind of gets wrecked in here. It is a pretty hard gym if you have a Piplup and you don't catch something else. If you caught a Chimchar, you're definitely going to have a very easy time here because, you know, it's just, it's a grass-type gym, so obviously you're going to have an easy time. Turtwig, not really, because you're not really going to have anything super effective, but like I said, a lot of Pokemon you could have caught by now. Flying types like Drifloon, you could have caught, actually, Starly, which a lot of people actually use. But anyway, as soon as you battle one of the trainers, they will actually allow you to go on this, like, flowery clock thing in the center. I'm actually wondering, yes, I do have an antidote. I don't want to go all the way back to the Pokemon Center, so I'm just going to use a bunch of these potions that I have here, even though they don't heal up completely. I mean, I might as well use them rather than, you know, just sell them or something. So, big hands of the clock here, and basically, this gym doesn't actually have a puzzle. You just kind of have to battle all the trainers in order to get to the gym leaders, so I don't really like gyms that way. I kind of like the whole puzzle idea because it brings something else to the game rather than just endless battling. So, not really a big fan of this gym. I thought they were kind of lazy with it, to be honest, with the whole, you know, you have to battle all the trainers in order to get through. But, you know, I can't really say much about it. All you gotta do is just battle all the trainers and then the clock in the middle moves. So, not the most innovative idea, but I guess it's the same thing as the Diamond and Pearl. You basically have to fight all the trainers. In Diamond and Pearl, though, you kind of just had to find them. In this game, it's even easier, because pretty much you just have to go, you fight a trainer, the hands of the clock move, and then you can access the next trainer, and you keep going. So it's even easier than Diamond and Pearl 1. It looks a little bit cooler cosmetically, not really that much, though, because I actually like the little forest they had going on in the first game, or the original games, but I don't know, just overall, not a good gym. I don't know. What else can I say, honestly? I've just been pretty much saying that I don't like it, so I'm not really going to say anything else. And there goes the hands of the clock again, moving and moving and moving, and already we have the gym leader. Only 3 trainers standing in the way. So, just a pretty boring gym overall, and it's not even that challenging to get to the gym leader herself. So, let's just go up here, and we already have the gym leader Gardenia, so I'm going to use a couple of more potions here, and I actually have a Paralyze Heal, surprisingly. I didn't think I did. So, let me actually take a second to save here. And we're ready to take on our second gym in the Sinnoh region. You kept me waiting. I'm Eterna's gym leader, Gardenia, the Grass-type master. When I first saw you, I was convinced you'd find your way to me. My hunch was right on the money. You have a winning aura about you. So anyway, this'll be fun. Let's have our battle. Let's go up against Gardenia. Okay, so this lady has 3 Pokemon. She's going to start off with, I don't even know, but we're going to find out it is a Turtwig. Turtwig, she actually had it in the anime. I didn't think it would be her her lead Pokemon, though. I knew she had a Turtwig with her, but I didn't know she would actually lead off with it, because, I don't know, I thought she might actually lead off with something a little bit weaker, and Turtwig would be her second one. I definitely know her third one is a very, very strong Pokemon. And I remember on my Volcanus solo run, this gym was so easy because obviously Volcanus is a fire type, and it was just so easy to do that, this whole gym pretty much. Second Pokemon is actually Cherrim. I totally forgot. Cherrim, the evolved form of Cherubi. I don't think we've actually found a Cherubi just yet, but we saw one earlier in this gym. It's like a cherry Pokemon, and it evolves into this thing, which actually, when it uses Sunny Day, it comes out of its weird shell-looking thing. Right now it's covered in like a shell, but when you use Sunny Day on it, it actually comes out of that shell, and it's a completely different Pokemon. It's like a pink thing with, it's just overall a pretty weird Pokemon. If you actually take a look at the sidebar, I'm probably going to have the picture of its opened up form, so you can actually see what Cherrim looks like when it's all opened up with the Sunny Day. So it might be Sunny Day or it might be something else. I'm very sure that it's Sunny Day though, so I'm going to go with that. If I'm wrong, then I guess, oh well, but I'm pretty sure it's that. So let's go for one more Gust and take it down. I know this gym isn't the most exciting thing because basically it's just Cool Whip using Gust over and over, but it's kind of the only thing I can do right now. I have no other attacks that can really do so much. So her last Pokemon is going to be Roserade, her ace Pokemon, and it is actually level 22, so I thought it might be a little bit higher level, but apparently she thinks it's not the end yet. However, I am sad to notify you that the end has come, and it is your time to lose, Gardenia. Magical Leaf ain't doing shit to my Cool Whip, so go ahead and use your Gust attack, Cool Whip, and take down that Roserade like it was your mom. I don't know why you would take down your mom, but wow, I actually forgot Leech Seed was still up. I probably should have gone into, like, Prinplup just so that Leech Seed would go away. However, I'm not sure if the Leech Seed would actually go away or not, but let's just quickly switch out. And look at that, it goes for a Stun Spore, so that's a little bit weird. Yeah, the Leech Seed does go away, so that gives me a chance to actually heal up Cool Whip, and this guy's probably going to get killed by Magical Leaf. So, sorry Prinplup, actually you're a girl, not a guy. Sorry about that, Pacific, but some sacrifices have to be made for the greater good, and in this case the greater good is Cool Whip taking out this Roserade, so yep, kinda gotta die here, so sorry Pacific. Alright, let's go back to Cool Whip now that he is all healed up. Wow, I'm always gonna confuse that. I always say he when it's a she, and I always say guy when it's a girl, but let's switch out to her, Cool Whip, whatever, and go for some more Gust. As long as we don't get Paralyzed hacks, we should be fine. By Paralyzed hacks, I don't mean going slower, because that's always going to happen. I kind of meant more like, oh wow, this one actually has a berry on her, so a citrus berry? Really? It healed up a really small amount. Shut up, dog! Please shut up! You've been quiet for the whole video, why would you bark now? Now that I'm doing the last Pokemon. Jeez. But, Citrus Berry heals for 30 HP, and that actually felt like it wasn't anywhere close to 30 HP. So, oh my god, you dumb dog. I don't even know if you can hear that. I really hope you can't hear it as loudly as I can, because if it's annoying me, it's for a reason. It's because it's actually very loud where I am, so Roserade finally going down. Took a long time, but there we go. Roserade down, and Cool Whip getting a bunch of XP. And that is it. Our second gym badge is done. Our second gym battle. Whatever. I might have said it before, but you're really tough. Wasn't it hard for you to raise your Pokemon to be so good? I guess, blah 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 blah. Forest badge. Yeah. There we go. We can now use the hidden move Cut outside of battle and trade your Pokemon up to level 30 will obey us. We also get TM86, which I believe is Magical Leaf. Or actually, it's Grass Knot. I totally forgot because no one on her team used Grass Knot. I guess because none of my Pokemon were really fat, but Grass Knot basically inflicts more damage the heavier the enemy Pokemon is and the lighter your Pokemon is. So it's a Pokemon move based on weight. It's kind of one of the only Pokemon moves based on weight. Actually, Grass Knot only matters on the opponent's weight, I think. So Grass Knot actually only depends on the enemy Pokemon's weight. It's just like Low Kick. Basically, the heavier the enemy Pokemon is, the harder you will damage it. And the moves that actually also count your own Pokemon's weight are Heat Crash and Metal Smash, I think they're called. But let me just take a little quick dip into this patch of grass over here, because I believe you can actually find Bidoofs in here, and I want one because Smash actually cannot learn Cut. All I'm finding are Bronzongs though, so a lot of Steel Pokemon here, and that is actually because we're very close to Mount Coronet, the main mountain of this game. So I don't even know why I just used Astonish there, but we're going to just quickly catch a Bidoof, and this is going to be our HM slave. So let's just give it a nickname real quick. So this is actually going to be Toby. I think it's from a book called A Rose for Emily, or a short story or something I read in English class, and there was a slave and his name was Toby, and because this is going to be our HM slave, I thought it was pretty suitable. Even though it's a female, I really don't care. So that is going to be it for today's episode. Next time we'll be taking on this galactic headquarter thing, whatever it is. So leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.